So hello and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be doing Triumph Spitfire. Well, we're not actually really going to be doing a lot today because I haven't got the parts, but we have had some mechanical issues. So generally it's been, pretty good. Yeah, I've quite enjoyed it. So it's not serious mechanical issues we've had. We've had a few fuel leaks and little blips, should we say. But anyway, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I noticed when I was out with the girlfriend and we were going for a nice ride round, when it was actually sunny, I've got a bit of a coolant leak. Yeah. So let me show you. So this is the coolant leak. So I noticed there was a bit of moisture down there. And I thought, oh, maybe it was me, spilt a bit. I took the cap off, dropped down there, but not. I don't know if this is going to show up. Let me move this. Let me hold this torch, and it may. There you go. Look, the bottom of the radio. Look, it's blue with the coolant. See it? Yeah. And if you look this side, there's a little bit there. Yeah. Now, this isn't really a big issue. It's just a reconditioned radiator, maybe. I'm not one of those people who puts rad seal in. Yeah, I've seen someone do that, and all that stuff that you put in to try and stop the leak just floats all around your engine, clogging everything up, and it makes a right mess, and it just looks just terrible. Yeah, it's sort of like it's not fixing the problem; it's avoiding the problem. Yeah, but we don't really want to do that, do we? Because it's rubbish. But so anyway. I've been looking on the internet now at a reconditioned radiator. Now, I've got two choices I can make here, yeah? So, let me show you the new type radiator you can get for it. Now, there's only one slight issue I've got here, which is not a bad problem. This radiator here has these bits on the side, yeah? Because it's not a very big radiator. I don't know what length this radiator is, but the new radiator on the picture is the new type one, right? Which basically the radiator comes all the way to the ends, yeah? So it's just a bit long. It's just a longer radiator, which, to be fair, is a pretty good idea because it's all wasted space, really. You might as well have coolant floating around in that area and keep it cooler. Now, the only issue I've got, somebody, back in the 80s, has installed this cooling fan, for extra cooling power. Now, I've never used this. This car's never been hot. I've been out in this in some real hot days, and it's never got hot since I've done the coolant and reflushed it through and done everything. I've never had an issue. Now, if I get the big full-size new style radiator, somebody's made all this. Look, really good job of it as well. Look, it's solid metal, but it bolts around here, so it's not going to fit. Yeah, I'm going to have to make a new bracket to put it on. Or I just take it out and disconnect it because I've never used it anyway. I've never had an issue and I've never used it. It's never even got remotely hot enough that I've even, worried about it even. It is really fantastic, to be honest. So I could just get the big full-on size radiator and remove the fan and just not bother with it, because obviously the new type radiator, I wouldn't have thought you'd need it, to be honest. Or I can have this one reconditioned, though I've not looked into that. I don't know where I can take it around here, and I don't know who does it around here, and I don't also know how much it costs. So this new full radiator that takes the whole thing up is roughly just over about £170. All right. Now, I've seen some slightly more and some slightly less. It seems to depend on where you go to get it from. I could go for the second-hand radiator option and just put the original style one back in, but then obviously they're £50 and you don't know what you're buying. I could bolt it in, put new coolant and everything in again, and you have it a week and it's leaking like that again, and then you're back to square one again. So I'm a bit put off doing that. Or I can I have seen some of these shorter ones reconditioned, and then you send this one off and they send you the new one. But the companies that are doing it, I'll be honest, I've never heard of them. So I'm a bit in two minds of what I'm going to do yet. So I've got three choices, okay? I either send mine off and receive a recon one, or recon my own, yeah? Or I buy second-hand, which I'm not really in favour of. I mean, it's all right if you had one here. I'd probably just whack it on and give it a go. But to go and pay like £50, £60 for a second-hand one and not know anything about it, you know, you're getting on, you might as well spend like just over £150 and have a brand new one. It's, you know, it's got a 3-year warranty or something on it. Or I buy the brand new one, it's the long one. It will take up the whole front there, yeah? And we just do away with the cooling fan and we just put the more modern style radiator in. So yeah, so what do you think? So leave us a message in the comments. I'd be quite interested to hear your opinion on this. Like I say, it's not actually a difficult fix. It's quite a straightforward, easy repair. But yeah, I'm just a bit not sure which options to go down, really. I'm sort of, like I say, I'm not really keen on the second-hand version. Because like I say, if you've got a scrap old Spitfire sat outside and you're just going to whip the radiator off and just risk it, yeah, fair play. But, you know. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Another thing on this car I will have to get eventually. It's not that bad I need one, to be honest. This battery, I think, is about 12, 15 years old, and it still works. Now, I do leave the battery off 90% of the time. But if I leave the battery off and say I don't run this car for a month and I'll come out, the battery is usually half flat. It doesn't hold a charge anymore. If you're using the car, say you nip out, go 20 mile, come back, it was perfect. Even if you go out 3 or 4 days from now, perfect. But if you leave it like a month, this battery, even disconnected, doesn't hold a charge very well. So I will have to get a new battery for it. So that's not too bad. That's very easy. So yeah, so this is the issue I've had. Now there is another issue I need to investigate on this car. When you're driving along, sometimes you notice a bit of a boop, 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 boop noise coming from the rear end. Now, I'm not sure what that is. Not a clue. I did jack it up and have a look because I wasn't sure if the exhaust was catching on the body or something, you know, just tapping away. Couldn't really see anything. I don't know whether maybe one of the brakes is stuck on, you know, not sure. I didn't really have the impression it was differential, but, you know, I can't say for sure. I also dipped the differential just to see if it was sort of like a metallic-y type oil, just in case it was something like that. And there was nothing like that. Like I say, it's just a bit of a boop, 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 boop noise sometimes. When you drive, it's sort of, you don't always notice it. It's not that loud, but it's just, I don't know, it could be the brake stuck on or something, or I'm not quite sure. But we'll have to have a quick look at that. But that's not really that major. The radiator seems to be the issue at the minute, because I must admit, it started leaking a little bit, and I haven't moved this car for 2 weeks, and it's not really lost a lot of water, but obviously you don't really want it leaking, do you? So I've just put a pipe outside, so we just run it, because I would take it out, but it's raining at the minute, so the time, let's be honest, it'd be like a swimming pool in here, won't it? So let's give it a go. This hasn't run for a couple of weeks. So, we're going to get the radiator sorted for this, yeah? So, like I say, whatever you think, leave me a comment, yeah? I'd be interested to have your opinion on it. Also, The Jaguar needs suspension arm bush putting on it. It's not serious, it's only just started to go. Now, I was hoping to do that this week, but I'll be honest with you, I've had, it'll be 9 days off altogether, and at least 7 of them, it's just rained continuously. So I wanted to get this Triumph Spitfire out. It's just raining again now, so it's not going to go out the garage again. But I have got the Lano guard done on the truck, which I hope you enjoy that video, and that is good stuff, yeah, buy it. Yeah, the more I'm looking at it, the better I think it is. It's unbelievable. And I got my truck machine polished, which I wanted to do since November, and I've only just managed to get it done, yeah. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next video.